Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barca, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Raphinha talking about this report claiming that Barcelona refused to give deadline for Raphinha deal and Chelsea are pushing the player for an answer. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Andreas Christensen, as Barca officially announced his signing yesterday as a free agent. Of course, that came after the announcement of Franquise. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video, give the video a like, and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona have confirmed the signing of two new players today, with Franquise and Andreas Christensen's transfer on Bosman deals being announced. And according to CBS Sports journalist Ben Jacobs, Barca's next priority will be to close the deals of Bayern Munich superstar Robert Lewandowski and Leeds United winger Raphinha. With Lewandowski, Barcelona have made multiple bids for his signing, but Bayern are reluctant to accept the offer submitted. As for Raphinha, the situation is much more complicated due to the involvement of Chelsea in the picture, and Jacobs has provided a detailed update on the entire picture concerning the Brazilian winger Barcelona and Chelsea want. Recent reports claim that Barca had reached an agreement with Leeds United over €60 million deal, but that might not be the case as things stand. As per Ben Jacobs, Barcelona will hold fresh talks with Leeds United this week for the transfer of Raphinha, although club president Joan Laporta is refusing to give a deadline by which they intend to complete the deal. The Whites, though, feel that this week will be crucial, especially with Chelsea pressuring Raphinha to make a decision soon. The Blues have had an agreement with Leeds over a €75 million transfer, but the move has been held up due to the player's wish to join Barca. While the 25-year-old continues to wait for Barca, Chelsea are ready to ramp up the pressure on the former Ren ace to make a decision at the earliest possible. The Premier League giants' plans always has been to price Barcelona out of a transfer before pressing hard on the player to decide quickly and close the deal in a swift manner, as they are aware that Raphinha harbors dreams of playing at the Camp Nou. However, Jacobs adds that if the saga continues to drag on with no resolution in sight, Chelsea could look to end their interest in Raphinha and move on to other targets. So the waiting game might end up working for Barcelona, especially since Raphinha is also prepared to wait as long as it takes to secure his dream move to the Camp Nou. So the race for Raphinha is still very complicated. Chelsea still being in the picture, Chelsea pressuring the player to give an answer as soon as possible, but there's no secret, right? We know Raphinha prefers to move to Barca. It has been his dream ever since to play for Barcelona, and that is where things might just be tricky. Leeds United, of course, initially agreed with Chelsea for €70 million for Raphinha, and of course, Raphinha and Deco have already agreed in principle with Barcelona since the month of March. So that is where things now are complicated. And I think Laporta is playing the waiting game for a reason, which might definitely play in our favor. Because right now, Barcelona have refused to give a deadline for the Raphinha deal. Leeds are waiting, but nothing has been said again. So going by what this reporter Ben Jacobs is saying, contrary to what we have been getting in the past, fresh talks with Leeds United are still supposed to be held. And let's say Leeds are expecting the talks to be held later this week. So let's see how it goes. But Barcelona's proposal is €60 million. That's what we know. Even though it's slightly lesser than Chelsea's, things will really be complicated in that. So normally what we all expect is that, the fact that Raphinha is interested in playing but for Barca might play in Barca's favor. And Chelsea trying to force a player who does not even want to play for them. Let me see how things will work out. I've been getting many Chelsea fans saying they don't want another Lukaku situation. They don't want an unhappy player in their team. And normally keeping unhappy players in your team will hardly make the team progress. So let's see how things go from here. But talking as a Barca fan, and I know most of you out there, we are all confident that at some point we will get our man Raphinha, which we deserve to get him. We have been there in a long time. For the longest period of time, I can't count how many months we have been talking about Raphinha's deal, potential deal. Barca have been monitoring for a very long time, and we can't allow Chelsea from nowhere to just appear and take him away or snatch him away from us. It's not going to be accepted. So let's see how things go from here. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona have announced their second major signing ahead of the new season in the form of Andreas Christensen. The Chelsea defender's arrival at Camp Nou had been an open secret for a while now, with the player penning personal terms with the club a few months ago, shortly after deciding to run down his contract at Stamford Bridge. Christensen had signed a 4-year contract at Barcelona with a release clause of €500 million. He will be presented as a Barcelona player on Thursday at the Tito Vinalova training ground. Welcome to Barcelona, Andreas Christensen. An announcement from Barca Twitter account read. The announcement of Christensen's arrival comes just hours after Barca officiated the transfer of another free transfer in Franquise. The Ivorian has also signed a 4-year contract at Camp Nou and too will play a vital role in the club's success in the years to come. Christensen is coming on the back of a beautiful spell at Chelsea that saw him lift the UEFA Champions League last year. He has an FA Cup and UEFA Europa League title to his name as well, with Xavi hoping he can offer the winning mentality to his Barcelona setup. In addition to his pedigree to win, the Danish international offers an abundance of experience at the highest level of football. He had appeared in 160 appearances for Chelsea and had even plied his trade in the Bundesliga briefly with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Tactically, the former Gladbach starlet is lauded for his technical ability and positional awareness. He should offer the grace to Ronald Araujo's grit at the heart of the back line at Barca next season. Christensen's arrival at the club should be also lead the exit of Samuel Umtiti, who is reportedly closing in on a move to Rennes. So we say a big welcome to Andreas Christensen and Franquise, whose arrival were officially announced by Barcelona, and they will be presented Wednesday and Thursday respectively. So Christensen is a good player. We've been talking about Christensen for the longest time now, coming as a centre-back, Barcelona's first centre-back signing of the season, while hoping for another centre-back. Christensen will offer a lot to this team. We have been seeing his capabilities while playing for Chelsea. So, of course, coming to Barca is for a reason. Xavi wanted him for a reason, and he will play a big role. Hopefully, we hope that he contributes to the success for the team in the years to come. So, of course, Franquise was also announced, a player with a world-class pedigree, leaving a winning mentality side, AC Milan, which won the Scudetto last year. Of course, I think most fans are expecting more from Franquise than Andreas Christensen. Franquise is a world-class midfielder. He plays a DM role. He can also play central midfield. So, as it stands right now, I think Barca are doing a good job. 2 signings already finalized and many more still to come. So fingers crossed, many are still on the way. If we can get our hands on Jules Koundé, then that would be great. And the other targets as well. So let's see how things will go. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.